From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte. 5 former members of Canada's World Junior Hockey team have been found not guilty of sexual assault in an encounter with a woman at a London, Ontario hotel room 7 years ago. The Ontario Superior Court judge delivered her ruling this afternoon to a packed courtroom, capping off a complex trial that captured national attention this spring. Outside the courthouse, Crown Attorney Megan Cunningham wouldn't say if there would be an appeal.
We will carefully review Justice Karasia's decision, and as this case is still within the appeal period, we have no further comments to make about the decision at this time.
The judge also acquitted one of the 5 players on a separate charge of being a party to the offense of sexual assault. The co-operator of a mine in northern BC, where 3 workers are trapped underground, says specialized drones are being used to assess the area where 2 rockfalls happened on Tuesday. Newmont Corporation says a remote-controlled scoop has started removing the debris. University of BC geotechnical engineering professor Dwayne Tennant says the company will want to ensure the passage is stable before the workers can be brought to the surface.
There will be a reluctance to have people walking through unsupported or unsafe ground, especially knowing that they've had 2 events already. So I anticipate that they want to have that tunnel fairly well buttoned up and secured before the people that are on the other side are allowed to come through.
The workers have been identified as being from BC, Ontario, and Manitoba. The number of federal public service jobs could be drastically cut in the next few years as Ottawa looks to cut costs. A new report by the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives says the federal public service could lose up to 57,000 employees by 2028. Sources say U.S. Justice Department officials were set to meet in Florida today with the imprisoned girlfriend of late financier and convicted sexual offender Jeffrey Epstein. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said Tuesday he was working to arrange the meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell after fierce backlash from parts of U.S. President Donald Trump's base over an earlier refusal to release additional records in the Epstein investigation. And the first family of Marvel flies into select theaters today. The Fantastic Four First Steps stars Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and Joseph Quinn as the latest incarnations of the superhero group. Pascal says the movie is something he would have liked to have seen as a kid.
I feel like I saw this. I think seeing a movie like this as a kid in the theater is the reason that I'm here today.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Blue Jays start a 4-game series with the Tigers tonight in Detroit in the major leagues. The Jays are coming off a 5-1 homestand that moved them 4 games up on the New York Yankees atop the American League East. The American League Central leading Tigers are a half game back of Toronto in the league standings, but have lost 9 of their last 10 games. Week 8 of the CFL season kicks off tonight in Calgary as the Stampeders host the Montreal Alouettes. Calgary enters the game tied atop the West Division standings with Saskatchewan at 5-1. Montreal shares the East lead with Hamilton at 4-2. And pro wrestling superstar Hulk Hogan has died at the age of 71. He was perhaps the biggest star in wrestling history, with some of his most famous matches happening in Canada, including a title match against the Ultimate Warrior at Toronto Skydome in 1990. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.